Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and today we are watching episode 4 of season 2 of The Witcher. So I'm really looking forward to this. I think that this episode is going to be fairly instrumental in figuring out how the rest of the season is going to turn out. Because basically what I think is here is where we're going to find out if we're going to stay at Kaer Morhen for the rest of the season or and investigate this Leshen mystery or that thing. Like, if we don't solve it in this episode, then I think that we're gonna be here until the season is over for Geralt and Ciri. I don't really mind that if they have enough interesting stories to tell while we're here, but I'm concerned that there might not be enough, Like, yeah, I want them on the road more. But what would they do? I don't know. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what goes down in this episode. For Yennefer, that's much easier, Like, she has a clear path in this season. Well, I mean, we know what's going to happen, like that she's going to work to get her powers back. And I'm firmly believing that she will get her powers back by the end of the season. That's probably going to be the last episode when she finally does get her powers back, I think. But like the journey there it's going to be easy for her to find stories to tell to do that, Like it's much harder, if you ask me, for Geralt and Ciri, because the path to Yennefer's powers can be like, you can make that convoluted and she's on the road, and like you can easily make up a lot of different stories there to tell with regards to that. I don't know if you can do that for Ciri and Geralt though. The last episode raised some very interesting questions, I guess. Like, the Leshen, is it done with? Because there was a monster that showed up and tore it in half. I don't think it's done with. I'm assuming we're going to find out what was going on in Kaer Morhen, where Ciri had hidden that... I don't know if she had hidden it. That keepsake from Cintra that she had. Then there was a bunch of roots and stuff, like in the walls. Like, and what was the monster that tore the Leshen in half? And Geralt killed it, so is it going to be relevant? Like, is more monsters like that going to show up? Like, there's a lot of interesting questions there. And I cannot wait to find out more about it. What this means, and what's going on, so on. So let's go try to figure some of that stuff out, I guess, and get into this episode. But as always, I just want to mention the Patreon real quick first. On the Patreon, I do these reactions uncut. They're not edited down like here on YouTube. They are also available early access. And there's also a bunch of other stuff on the Patreon, like Avatar: The Last Airbender and Supernatural and movies and stuff. So if that interests you, feel free to check it out. Link is in the description down below. But with that said, let's get into episode 4 of season 2 of The Witcher.
The trail.
There he goes.
Force you to move beyond the pain.
I love this kind of nature. There's like a harsh beauty to it.
And it will protect you. Even in darkness.
Oh, nice vest.
Always listen.
What was that? Geralt noticed it too. I like this music. This reminds me of the 2016 reboot of Doom. You keep falling, Ciri.
You're a girl.
Oh, Triss.
So are you. I'm going to Kaer Morhen. And there's the end.
Yeah, she might be useful. Because Ciri gets hurt a lot. I mean, it's just small bumps and bruises, but having Triss could be really useful.
It's good to see you again.
And you.
Yeah. When was it they met?
More than that.
It was the daughter who was cursed. The king's daughter. Foltest, right?
Marigold?
Lambert. I see your wounds have improved, but your manners have not.
No, he's very rude.
I'll go and dress for dinner. I assume you'll all want to wash up as well?
Because you're filthy. Oh, Velen.
Gods are our punishment from the gods!
Oh, would you be quiet, silly people.
I need to relieve myself. Go on then. Relieve yourself.
Yeah, right here. Just pee your pants.
The elf scum.
I don't like this. I saw the image there in the background of like there was a pig with like elf ears.
Watch for the signs!
The market is too crowded.
Friggin' doomsayers.
Guardians will be thrilled to have me. We can reminisce and share fond memories of some.
Yeah, but I mean,
The Commander General, they'll make new memories.
I mean, Fringilla's there. I'm sure you'll be fine. That's a really neat spell. Wanted traitorous elven mage. Come on now. Nilf Guardian war criminal.
We're not safe here.
We are not a we.
That's what's his name? Stregobor's behind that for sure. Is this really?
The Northern Kingdoms are united by a common enemy now, but it is a tenuous alliance.
Vizimir. Yeah, it is the Redanian king.
Drink it.
Drink it and prove it's not poisoned.
I've known him since I was 12.
Even traitors speak the truth.
That's kind of impressive, actually, to have been like close for that long, like to get to someone like that. I don't know, man.
I'm starving, Dijkstra. Get to the point.
Cintra is the point, Your Highness.
Oh, it's that important?
Never have taken it from Calanthe. But now,
Yeah, we can conquer it.
leave it with us.
Was someone peeking through that? The owl? Probably, right?
He found himself in my kingdom a time ago.
Yeah, that was
With
it.
A princess in trouble.
He's a princess who was cursed.
I brought her here for you. To help guide you.
Oh! Geralt asked Triss to come. And then they were alone. Oh, it's a big to-do with the law of surprise and... yeah, it's a long story. Wow! Go Yennefer! I thought that, like, because she doesn't have her magic, like, in a fight, she's not going to be very useful, but proved me wrong.
Make a move and lose your head.
Ah, elves. These are elves. Yeah, she is her.
Shut up! Damn it, shut up.
What's the sandpiper?
What is he saying?
Okay.
All right.
I like the subtitles there. It would have been really hard to figure out what he was saying otherwise.
If you know a way to Cintra and help us, I can assure you your pick of land on our safe return.
Can you really? I don't know. I think you've fallen out of favor, dude.
All right, come on.
Yeah, there you go, buddy. It's good to be skeptical, but at the same time, there should be limits. Yes, she is very pretty. You're pretty easy on the eyes too, dude.
Thankfully, men remain simple.
Yeah, we do. What's with this pan? Oh, I see. There's a monster down here.
When did Ciri start exhibiting signs of chaos?
That's the issue. She hasn't exhibited any typical indicators of chaos.
No, not while around you.
Toward the left she had turned Eskel. Like a compass to a magnet, she led me straight to it.
What is it?
I've never seen anything like it.
That's good. Or maybe it's bad, but it's at the same time it's good.
Could a mage have made this?
Theoretically,
Oh yeah, that's a possibility.
if there is any sign of mutagenetic alchemy, if a mage has been involved, that component will glow.
Something dark lies ahead of her.
Yeah, I think so too. She has some very significant destiny or something or other.
Those who died, I say their names at night when I lay down, so I don't forget. Daniel of Bruges.
You shouldn't torture yourself. Come on, it's not your fault.
Pretend not to have emotions. But you do.
Yeah, of course they do.
I know you feel it too.
It's often a hindrance. They're also men, you know?
Stay with me, darling.
And men expressing emotion is...
Stay. Let's not be alone.
Oh. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No. He didn't want to take her up on her offer. Oh right, she knows that Yennefer is alive. Geralt doesn't.
Ever since the elves took refuge in Cintra, the North have been claiming that we're all sleeper agents for Nilfgaard.
Yeah. That's a convenient excuse to act racist towards the elves. Racism is such a common theme in the Witcher world. And I like that it is because, like, it's an interesting topic. How people are so small-minded. A buxom raven-haired woman? Like Yennefer? Oh no, come on, man. Coward. What is this monster?
Use some magic!
Fuck is the point?
I'm screaming.
Anything! You find power and it turns to ash in your hand!
Yeah, I mean... I think that's the point, to find meaning, you know? Because life is fairly meaningless, besides the biological imperative.
They stole your power.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You ran!
I took the only option I had.
No, you didn't.
Will take us to the boat.
The Sandpiper.
That's the one. He performs here every night.
Oh, I know who the Sandpiper is. It's Dandelion. It's Jaskier.
What for the
Oh my! That's a great outfit. He looks great, man. He's gotten really good.
Leave it with me. Leave it with me. Leave it with me. No.
Are you a bit crazy, Dijkstra?
Good point. Holy Yennefer was the most depraved. I'm a prostitute. Now that is an out-of-the-box idea.
I like that he's talking to his owl. I'm assuming it's his owl. I don't know, what's up with this owl, actually?
Come with me.
Was that significant? Like, I'm trying to think of who, like, we met the elf Dara in season 1, but didn't he stay in the woods with the dryads?
You ever got my rucksack clean?
Yeah, like you ever wash.
I don't need to, Cohen. No, that's...
Oh. Why are you such an ass, Lambert? I don't get it. Is it because you're miserable and you want to make everyone else as miserable?
What happened?
Oh, nothing. She just got royal knickers in a twist.
Oh, nothing. You made fun of her.
Say you're mutants. That's why you don't understand what people feel. But the truth is, you're choosing to be ignorant arseholes, aren't you?
Yes, some of them are.
They felt bad you didn't finish your breakfast.
I don't get why it's so hard to just use some nice words.
Still aside. for a monolith.
I've never seen it before.
They came from the same place.
A monolith? It doesn't make sense.
I'm sure it will eventually. We're just not there yet. Stellacite, as in stellar, and site. I don't know.
I saw a monolith topple.
How?
She did it.
Join the procession. There is only death.
Cirilla.
Oh, that was the voice of the witch demon lady. So we're gonna tie everything together towards the end of the season, maybe? Around her?
You are brave. But let us help.
Yes, please, just talk. It might sound crazy, it might sound stupid, but just say things. It might add up to something.
When the Black Knight captured me, I was scared. I screamed, and that's when the monolith cracked and fell.
Fantastic. Just keep talking.
I doubled it. Who could that be?
I don't know.
She's special, you know?
I really didn't mean to do it, Geralt. And if these monsters are my fault...
It's all right.
What's the significance of monoliths? I don't get that, though.
What are you doing here? And what fresh hell did you just crawl out of?
Sewer.
Yes, a sewer.
Hugging. We are hugging.
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna drink. I am not having this conversation unless I'm drinking.
Did you really part on bad terms? I don't think you did, right? You got shouted at by Geralt.
That song could be about anyone.
Yeah, it's not, though.
Anyone. We're better off without him.
No, you're not.
You're in hiding.
She is. She needs your help.
Part elf, Yennefer. I completely forgot. I'm so sorry. They'll come for the dwarves.
Yeah.
And sooner or later, they will come for everyone.
Yeah.
Anyone that they deem the other.
Yeah. Othering can spread like a freaking cancer.
I need to get to Cintra.
We.
The both of us.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do what I can.
We need to get to Cintra as soon as possible.
We leave Oxenford at nightfall. Let's time to take a bath before then.
Yes, feel free to. But then you would need different clothes as well.
Last night.
It's all right.
I can't be what you want, Triss.
Last night.
Yeah, she just wants some comfort.
Looking for.
Going to Cintra. You said you never go back there. Twice.
I have a girl to protect.
Oh yeah, he's gonna go there to check out the monolith thing.
Friend who studies monoliths. I can portal you to him.
Oh yeah, Istrid.
Stay back!
Yes, calm down.
Who the fuck are you?
Where is Istrid at this point? Has he left? I mean, said he was gonna leave. He was gonna go to Cintra.
I'm gonna do what I do best.
What's that? Oh, I never really know.
No, it's just... Yeah, I mean, why not? He's good at improvising.
Warriors with all their tools. You know it. Oh, yeah.
You're him.
Yes, I am him. Nice.
Although, if you don't mind me saying so, that one, it's not your strongest.
Which one is? Toss a coin to your Witcher?
It took me to the fourth verse to understand there were different timelines.
Oh, that's a good joke.
Bit when the lute player ends up with the warrior ladies.
Lovable lutenist.
Yeah. Didn't really ring true for me, I must say.
That's fan critique. Oh no.
Scapegrace, a quarreling feculence.
No. Oh. Why, dude? You were home free. Why?
Maybe you are grateful to be entertained.
You're an hero to my niece.
Well.
Maybe not to me.
Fuck the North.
What did you say?
Fuck the North.
That's good, dude. He's sacrificing himself.
We need to go now.
Yeah. We need to take this opportunity. Poor guy. The wolves ate him. Or decay. No, not decay. He has to have been eaten. Is something gonna happen to Vesemir? Flowers? Or... Yes, blue flowers. In winter. It's kind of weird.
Everywhere that girl got her ass kicked.
Yeah.
The blood was wiped from the continent generations ago.
There are legends.
There are only remnants remaining.
Destiny has given us a gift. The key to making more witches.
But do you want to, though?
Thank you. We, all of us, would be dead without you.
Oh.
I'm Dara.
It is Dara. What the heck?
What happened to you?
Chaos appears to be done with me.
Well, you've lost your magic. Is that even possible?
Go on, put your gloating in.
Yeah, apparently it is. I don't know. I'm skeptical.
It's my job to put myself in other people's shoes. Even if they are, in your case, large, clunky, and, I don't know, probably full of snakes or something.
I missed Jaskier.
Chaos could never be done with the likes of you. Yennefer,
No. That's a good point. She is fairly chaotic. What happened now?
Yennefer, what are you doing?
Oh, his loot.
We have to save ourselves.
She can't abandon him. Come on. Oh my word, that's quite the cliffhanger ending. There was actually like a bunch of cliffhangers in this episode. Like there was this big one here at the very end where it appears that Jaskier got caught up in some kind of trouble, and was abducted maybe. I don't know, it might prove to be innocent in the next one, but I kind of hope it's not, because that feels kind of cheap to do it that way. But yeah, that's like the big one, I guess. And then we have Vesemir and Triss finding out about the flowers, Faneweed, or whatever it was called, and whatever that means. Like, I am skeptical that Vesemir would want to create more Witchers, considering how much pain is involved with it, and like how large the failure rate is, like how many kids die while trying to do that. But the implications there are interesting, like because Elder Blood doesn't exist anymore, like it's kind of wiped out, like the Elder race, the Elder people don't really exist anymore. So yeah, that's interesting. And then we have Geralt showing up at Istred's, and I don't know, Istred said he was gonna like escape. I don't know if he has yet. He must have, right? Because if he's still at Aretusa, that would... I don't know if that would bode well. So, as I kind of thought, this episode would be fairly instrumental. And in like setting out how the rest of the season is going to go. Because I'm kind of getting both things. Like, I was concerned that they couldn't stay... Geralt and Ciri couldn't stay at Kaer Morhen for the entire season. And apparently Geralt won't be. So, like, they're splitting up. And that... I mean, there's interesting things around the training of Ciri. And, like, this mystery that's going on at Kaer Morhen. But Geralt leaving opens up more interesting possibilities. And he's going, of course, to Cintra to check out the monolith that was toppled by Ciri in the beginning of the first season, which means that he's probably going to meet up with Yennefer, right? And then they're going to like form back up on Kaer Morhen eventually. Yeah, I just want the group to like meet up, I guess. The kinda family unit that is Geralt, Yennefer, and Ciri. I want them all to be in one place, you know. One thing that I'm really interested in is the significance of the monoliths. I don't know what that means. I don't know how old the monoliths are. I think the monoliths are supposed to be really old, but why are they significant, you know? Because Istred was in Nilfgaard territory like midway through the previous season when Yennefer came to see him there. And he was investigating monoliths. I know that. And he's a historian, you know? So like, yeah, I'm very curious as to what their purpose is. Like, were they made by the elder race? And if they were, for what purpose? And how does Ciri fit in with all of this? I'm really, really enjoying Yennefer in the season so far. Like, I enjoy when you explore, how do I put it? Like, I've been watching The Legend of Korra as well on the channel, an Avatar show, and a central point of conflict there, or a central point of drama there, is that Korra is very much tied up in being the Avatar. And, like, if that is threatened, then, like, what am I? What is she, you know? And it's the same for Yennefer. Like, she's so wrapped herself up in the fact that the only value I represent is in my power. And now that my power is gone, what am I? I really like that, I don't know, probably not a trope, but like storytelling convention. Because in both cases, with Korra and with Yennefer, they place a great amount of value on what they are, not who they are, you know? And here in this world, we see a lot of bad things happen to people like the elves because of what they are. So like, Yennefer places an extreme value on what she is, or what she used to be. But should you really value it so highly when, like, implicit characteristics, like elves being elves, are causing so much harm, like in this world? By that I mean, of course, that elves aren't causing harm, but harm is being caused to elves because of not who they are, but what they are, like what people see them as. It's an interesting exploration, I think. I really, really like the fan base insert in that guy at the dock that Jaskier got into a bit of a row with. That was really funny, because that's obviously like a commentary by the show's makers on the critique they've received. And I really like that they are making fun of themselves like that. Like, it was a bit unclear, like, I didn't figure out the different timelines until like the fourth verse, as in episode 4. Or whatever it was he said. Like, it was, and saw the dragon revealed from a mile away, and so on. Like, that was really funny. I like when people have that sort of like ability to make fun of themselves, you know? Because I mean, they have taken in a lot of valid criticism. Like, for instance, I've noticed that the Nilfgaardian armor, I know they got some flack for that for season 1, the way the Nilfgaardian armor looked, and it looks so much better now. So yeah, this season is turning out to be quite interesting. Like, I still wish that there was more episodes like the first episode, and to some extent the second episode, you know, where it was more like a self-contained episode. But I'm also very fine with these larger mysteries. And I can't wait to see where these mysteries that are currently playing out, where they go next. But that is for a different day. For today, I am done, and I thank you very much for joining me. I hope to see you in the next video, but until then, do take care of yourselves, and peace out.